Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Ravens, all that and more, coming up next.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Mike. Both these...
The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
You have to figure, Mike, this is a confident quarterback coming into this one. He played such a large role, not only helping them win the division, but then he followed it up last week with a big wild card victory. Now, 1 week away from a championship game in front of their home crowd, everything is falling into place. But if they want to play next week, they're going to need another big game from their leader.
Jackson now on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack. Third down and 9. He'll send a tight end in motion right. On third down, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. Cooper going in motion. They run with the third-year man. It's James Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Cooper going in motion. Now Allen on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On third down, it's Allen. Samuel there to make the catch. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He keeps it himself. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line. And
he will dive into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Play action now. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. One of the tight ends motions right. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. but sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Ravens.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's a...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. One quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional Playoff. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Jackson now. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Bateman is the motion man. Jack, a dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Cook. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Allen from his own end zone. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have a clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Take it in, back at his own 12. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On the give, here's Henry. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
He fumbled the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
3rd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes Hill on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A first down throw for Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
The Bills' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They go play action now. Here's Allen. This one high, over the middle, but complete.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it your way, let's hand it back over to Mike Tirico. These 2 teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico.
These 2 teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the 3rd quarter underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Allen will throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
In motion comes Andrews. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Hill. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll motion over Flowers.
At their 48-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
He's going to keep it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
At the Bills' 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. The reception belongs to Mac Hollins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st down, Buffalo.
Again, it's Allen to the air.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Play action. It's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bills.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. From the gun, it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second down, Jackson. Now he'll run it. And he'll get this up close to a first down, working it to the 33-yard line.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
He'll get this out to the left flat. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A pass pulled in by Henry.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The Bills offense and Curtis Samuel getting set for their next possession. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the ground, here's Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Woo! It's a pickup of 12. First down, Buffalo.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills bringing on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Here's Hardy to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Taking off.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. A carry for Cook, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off it.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run out of the gun with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that on second down. Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 9. Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, they've got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.